Okay, so I made a couple of changes to my app, but functionality wise it's now better than before since I've started, and I'm working backwards because now I am trying to fix the interface itself. So however, while I try to fix some things, I still find that I need to improve in terms of like how things function. Like for example, this one, it doesn't work. Like the keyboard shortcuts, I need to put undo and redo. So thanks to my friends who review my like play around with this file, they've added some things and try some stuff. Anyway, I need to make changes because right now it's kind of like still needs improvement. Like for example, this export. I added a way to make this a floating bar instead of like an edge to edge. However, you can minimize it. It's like it acts like a local window. I don't want that, so I'll remove this and remove the drop down icon because I just want, if I double click this, it would just, or like just click it, it open and closes just like a toggle. So the copy is kind of like silly. It's not too serious. I made it fun, a little bit of quirky. It's too small. The comments, like annotations panel, it counts the number of comments and the threads inside of it. So if I click one, it will automatically open the comment number 1. 2, so regardless of where the comment is located at, if it's on the page 2 or page 3. So let's say here I've added a comment. In the avatar, it starts with the first initial of what you put in your name. Let's say testing loader. So see, you can see like the interface itself needs to be changed to make things consistent. I want it to be rounded. And if I try to reply, it automatically shows here in the comments panel. So if I go to guest testing, so here you can see it uses the page name. So you will know where is it located. I've deleted comment number 4, so it shows you 5. And I think, yeah, it's just fast. What else? I've added tooltips here, so it has a subtle animation. When you hover into it, it shows you the keyboard shortcut as well. Though you can see all of the shortcuts here, I may have to like move this here at the bottom right, or maybe at the bottom left. But I want it to function in a way as well, because I use keyboard shortcuts a lot. If I press command key and then I select this, I should be able to see like a floating banner like this one, and like command / and then I type group items, so I don't have to right click or like whatever. So I can group items. It shows you a feedback UI. Group and then group, and it moves together. So I fixed it because before it doesn't move as a group, it moves individually. So there, I wanted to make this a little bit modern, so as you can see, the dotted lines are not filled, and it's like a subtle background that I want, and add a blur here, so as I move the page, it has that blur effect, but now it looks like this. So it's just small stuff that I want. I probably remove this, and because this is already showing that you're the guest. This green is actually an indicator for if it needs to be saving or there's an error. So this is a bug that I found. because if I use my trackpad to zoom, it actually zooms in and zooms out the page. I have to close that. So as you can see, there's an animation to the selected node. It pulses. So if I try to connect it here, it snaps to the second node. So there. The toolbar, I need to update this. Actually, I want to make things like more rounded. Something like that, 24. So this is also the other way I change the UI itself, because it's easy. And then, yeah, something like that. But I need to change, like for example, this one, it's too much. So this, you need some space here when you hover the edge items. If it's just like 8, like it's too awkward, I say. So you gotta play around with like maybe 10, something like that. What else? Icon. I added icon so you can change the icon itself. I probably have to remove this one because you can actually just resize it easily here. I use hero icons library, so you can change it and then search for an icon that you want and change its color. Now I'm thinking of like adding shapes, like basic shapes. So if I want to add this to a shape, like for example a circle, layering, it works well, but I don't have the layering system, but I can just send it to back or like command bracket. Yeah. So basically all of the elements in this page can be a node, but it doesn't work like how AI notices them. Like if I have this image, then you can like what? I don't know. It doesn't work that way. So I still have to go back to like what is this intended about? It's like my canvas board. I'm gonna remove the stroke and replace it with an actual illustration or like an icon of a brush, and I'm gonna add a highlighter and remove the text like how thick it is. I don't think it's necessary, it just needs visual stuff. So yeah, and this one. So not everything here is kind of like accurate because it uses square. I might have to change this one because when you change the color of this, it's circular, and if I have text, it's circular. So just minor stuff. What else? I think that's it.